Yes, I would like to say this. And, like I said, this is only my second year in real estate. And so I've learned so much. And yes, I have a lot to learn going forward as well. But I'm just wondering if that stigma comes from, the fact that maybe there weren't these compliance elements built within the program in the past, right?
Oh, I
The
see.
reason as to why maybe there's this stigma that, oh, they don't have any skin in the game. They're not paying that much rent, so they're not going to take care of a home the way they should. So I'm not sure what happened before I really started to get into Section 8, but what I do know now is that the people that I talk to, like they're serious about keeping the properties together. They do not want to lose their vouchers. So I've yet to meet someone who has lost their voucher because they've damaged a home. So
Two things I also want us to talk about. Do they? And this is part of what you educated me on as well. Section 8 tenant tends to stay longer than private tenants, right? Because
mhm,
private tenants, they tend to move very quickly. Maybe they lost their job, they find that they can't afford this house, so they
mhm,
moved, their job takes them to out of state, right?
mhm.
In your experience, do you think that, again, nothing is set in stone, because
Right,
every single year they have to revet, we have to resign a new
exactly.
lease. Do you feel
Mhm.
like Section 8 tenants tends to stay longer? Have you ever seen any Section 10, 8 tenants, either the ones you've dealt with or maybe you're moving them from, because I know you move them from one property to the other. Has
Mhm.
anybody stayed about maybe 2 years or more, or do they tend to want to stay that long?
It really just depends on their situation, to be honest. But I would go as far as to say yes. Some of the ones that I've worked with, yes, they do typically stay longer. Number one, not every home on the market accepts vouchers, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit challenging for them to find properties in the first place because of that. And so, yes, unless maybe their job is moving or maybe, whatever their life situation is. But yeah, typically they tend to stay, but again, it's really going to depend on the individual and their circumstances.
And honestly, that is a gold mine for any investor, because
Mhm.
typically, I have to be honest with you, with this private tenants, they tend to stay in a property maybe 1 year, 2 years, some obviously longer. But what I realize is that they don't stay that long, and then they leave the property. You got to, in most cases, maybe do a paint touch up, deep clean, fix a few issues for the next tenant, and the whole process could take another 2 months
Mhm.
from them moving out for you getting a new tenant, or even 3 months in certain cases. I've seen some take 4 months, and that's 4 months of you losing income,
Mhm.
not earning anything, and still paying the mortgage. So some of the advantage I've found with Section 8 tenants, some of them stay in the property for 5 years, 7 years. In my personal experience, uh I had one that stayed literally for 12 years, one single
Oh.
person. Yes, in one of the properties I had in London years ago.
Wow.
And so that's why I said she virtually paid off my mortgage.
Mhm.
And so yes, you fix things here and there. It's real estate. It comes in maintenance, but that's where the numbers start to really stack up. So you can imagine if you bought a brand new property, gave it to a tenant, everything's on a warranty. The
Mhm.
major things like air condition, roof, and you get up to 10 years warranty, and you have a tenant that's paying your mortgage. And if you get one of those deals like Nikki specializes in doing, giving you $4,800 instead of you getting a rent of $2,500, in 10 years, if you put that excess into your mortgage, you could literally pay off your mortgage depending on how much deposit you put down, or make a huge dent on your mortgage. And then real estate investment begins to make sense, because think about it. You bought this property, you only put a deposit of maybe 20, 30% in on the property. You got a tenant to literally pay off your mortgage and hands over the property to you. And in the 10-year period, uh, your property has probably doubled. If you're lucky,
Mhm.
maybe 2.5 times it's gone up, or 3 times. Isn't that a fantastic investment for as a passive earner? It is a phenomenal investment. So those are again, we're all into real estate, because I know real estate gets a lot of slack when people say, no, there's a guy that says, he advises you not to buy a property at all, because properties can be this and that. But that's where it really begins to make sense, because you were strategic in buying at the right tier. Not
Mhm.
every tier pays you excess. At
Exactly.
the right tier, the right property, and getting the right tenants that stayed all these years, uh, and paid off your mortgage, which